What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Jay Will, your host of the Jay Will Podcast. Glad y'all locked in. Listen, this podcast is for informational purposes only. It should not be used as legal, health, or tax advice of any kind. We are not responsible. Let me tell you that again, just in case you didn't hear me. We are not responsible or liable for any losses or property damages or anything nefarious you may do as a result of this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, homies and homettes, dogs and cats, squirrels and rabbits. Guess who I got on the horn with me right now? My man, Trent Gaddison. How you, sir?
What's going on, Jay Will? Everything good, man. Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, man. I'm glad to have you on, man. Just, you want to hang out with an old school fella. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
where you
You're only
from?
old if you feel old.
Well, let me tell you, I got
I'm
the
from New
backache.
Iberia, Louisiana.
I got the backache. I got the neck ache. My feet swell up if I stand up too long. I'm there, bro. So you're from New Iberia, Louisiana?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Born and raised New Iberia, Louisiana.
Now, now you probably didn't know this, but I grew up in Southern Mississippi.
Okay.
So I was, as a matter of fact,
Okay.
I lived in Picayune, right there on Highway 59, like right before you get to Slidell, Louisiana. So right there on the border.
Yeah. I know exactly where you're at.
Yeah. So how far is
I know exactly where you're at.
yeah, man. How far are you from Slidell, Louisiana?
Probably about 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
About 2 hours.
Yeah, man. I
Yes,
like
sir. Two
Louisiana,
hours
man.
east.
Oh, okay.
We got good food. We got good
Dude,
food. Everybody like us for our food.
that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all got good shrimp. Y'all got good alligator. Folks don't know that
Yeah.
about them gators, man. Them gators some good eating, ain't
Very good.
it? Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good. Gator legs, gator sausage. We got it all
Oh,
down here, man. It's ain't you can't really miss.
hey, man. I used to eat at this restaurant in Slidell, Louisiana. Well, it was actually in New Orleans East. It was actually closer to Ochsner's, but they used to serve turtle soup. That's some good stuff, man.
Okay.
I love that stuff,
That's
man. Turtle
different.
soup.
I ain't never tried the turtle soup.
Hey, man. You you can't be Cajun, man. You ain't had no turtle soup, bro.
I didn't have no turtle soup, man. Some stuff I just leave alone. Some things I ain't messing with. I ain't messing with it at all.
Yeah, I feel you, man. So, how long have you been in music?
Uh man, this journey started probably about 11 years old or so. uh Dibbling dabbling, either playing music. I play drums, keyboard, and a little bit of guitar. uh so about 11 years old is when I really kicked off, just kind of messing around with music. Was closer to about 22, 23, when I really started taking it pretty serious. And
Yeah.
it's been a journey, man. I've been afforded a lot of good opportunities, and looking forward to continuing to grow and meet people like you. And if I do that, I think I'll be all right.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. So, any of your family musically inclined?
Not really. I mean, I got my brother. My brother, he did some rap at one time. I think my mom took piano lessons back in the day. I mean, we were a church family, so everybody, you kind of didn't have a choice back in the day. You was gonna join the choir or be a usher. You were gonna do something like that. So all of us kind of went through that. As far as the older folks, we ain't really had nobody that really did anything coming up that would have struck us. We just kind of took a love to music and wanted to make it our own.
So, how long have you been performing as an artist?
Oh, let's call that like 2015. So right at 10 years.
Okay, so you released your first single in 2015, and so tell me, how did you know that you wanted to pursue performing as an artist?
Um, like I said, we was in the choir. We did all of that growing up, and I always did take a liking to uh, public speaking and performing and whatnot. But what really made me know that this was something that I wanted to pursue and that I wanted to do a lot more consistently is when I started seeing the impact that I was having on different people's lives. Starting at such a young age, you got my peers that might not be doing what I'm doing, but I'm showing them a different way of doing things. They're seeing me shining my light, living my life a certain type of way, and it's encouraging them to change some of the things that they were doing, and even the more seasoned saints. You know what I'm saying? To see the impact that my voice was having on a large group of people, let me know that, you know what, I think I want to do this a lot more consistently, to see, just to have an impact. Really, I just really want to have an impact on as many people as possible in a positive way.
Yeah, I tell you what, we need more nowadays. We need more people with positive impact and positive influence, because
Absolutely.
the struggle is real out here for real.
Oh, for real, for real. That's
Like,
for
man,
sure.
I ain't never seen so much craziness going on. And now, when I was growing up, and like just like you, my mom was the minister of music for the church,
Hmm.
and I had to go to church. I had to participate in the choir.
Right, you ain't had a choice.
I ain't had no choice. I was either going to church or I was finna get what's Michael Jackson dad's name? I
Not Joe.
was finna get Joe Jackson up in there. Look, mama didn't play. She's like, what? So I
Yeah.
remember, I remember one time I was at the park playing basketball, and I decided I was gonna stay out later so
Oh
that I
no.
wouldn't have to go to choir rehearsal.
Oh man.
Mom drove by there and she honked the horn. She hit boop boop.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh man.
You
I
already
had
knew what time it was.
I had to get in the car funky. I was at choir rehearsal funky. I learned my lesson that mama then wasn't playing. And I got slapped in the mouth.
Oh no.
Yeah, because she said I need you home to shower so we can go to choir rehearsal. So church was very important to us growing up.
Absolutely.
Uh, it's not so important to people nowadays.
That's
So
very true.
to have a young man like yourself, wanting to spread the gospel and wanted to connect with people who have not experienced Christ or have not experienced church, man, kudos to you, brother.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's like you said, that's the focal point, man. Whether they're churched or unchurched, people relate to me a lot because I sound like church, but I don't look like church. So being that you can see me and I'm still human at the end of the day, I'm not gonna beat you over the head with the Bible. I'm a firm believer that if I just live my life a certain type of way and stand for what I stand for, that people will catch on to it. It'll be a contagious situation.
Man, I tell you what, man, that's just awesome stuff. So, how many projects have you done?
I love a good single. I haven't released a full album yet. So I would say four or five
Yeah,
singles since I got started seriously in 2015. We've had about four or five singles that I'm really happy about, man. My very first one, Revival, afforded me a lot of opportunities. Won a couple of awards for Revival. Free was another one that was a great song. A lot of people was able to relate to it, both in the church, outside of the church. It was simply about being free.
yeah,
um, Shout It Out is my most recent single that I have right now, and that one has hit the ground running as well. So I'm a big believer in dropping singles, man, and I'm really excited for the new music that's going to be kind of hitting the airways here real soon.
man. So I'm excited for you. I'm glad that you're able to do something that you love doing.
Yep.
Um, what what has been some of the biggest challenges that you face while trying to do these projects?
Man, trying to compete with the industry.
Ah,
One of the biggest lessons that I had to learn was to take my focus off of the industry. A lot of times as new artists and as independent artists especially, we grow up seeing the big artists, the big A-list artists. You got your Kurt Franklins, the Fred Hammonds of the world, and we want that industry feel. We're super excited about making it to the Stellar Awards and being nominated for Stellar Awards and being on all of these platforms with these big people, and you can get lost in that real quick, and your motive will begin to change, your why will begin to change,
Yeah.
and ultimately you're going to lose the people who once supported you because you're chasing something that isn't really for you. I rather focus myself on the ministry side of things because I believe in my heart that if I just focus on ministry, people will fall in love with ministry, and the industry won't have a choice but to welcome me in with open arms because there'll be a demand at that point. So that has been one of the biggest challenges, is taking my focus completely off of industry. Of course, as an artist, there's certain things that you have to do. You want to get in there, you want to make a quality song, you want to have a quality recording and
Right.
all of that good stuff. But ultimately, if you take your focus off of, I just want to make it, and make it about ministry and what the Great Commission really is, and that's to win souls for Christ, everything else is going to fall into place.
That's facts. You said something there, man, because we people do get captivated with people who appear
Hmm.
like they've made it, but we don't know the struggle to them getting to
Man.
that point. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody know. Like I saw a video, and I'm not even sure Ty Tribbett even knows this video's out there on YouTube.
Hmm.
But I saw a video where Ty Tribbett and his choir was performing in a church that had no air conditioning, and they were sweating, looked like they were about to pass out.
Right.
Nobody talks about that part of Ty Tribbett. All they see is him filling up arenas and stuff like
That's
that.
it.
But where did he come from? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's the thing I guess we have to keep a relative perspective
Absolutely.
on reality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, everybody can't play in the NBA.
At all. That's another huge thing. So I had that conversation with somebody not too long ago. We were talking about the difference between, you got national artists, you got regional artists, and then you got locals. There's a place for everybody, and there's more than enough opportunity for people on the local level to still be successful. The problem is nobody wants to be local. Nobody wants to serve their local church. Nobody only wants to do events in just their state. Everybody wants that national platform. And that platform not for everybody, man. Those lights, they're bright and they come with something. So
Hey, they come
yeah,
with
man.
something.
They come with something. So
They
be
come with
mindful of
something.
what you're asking for, man. Just wanting to jump off the porch and be in those bright lights. Once they own you, they own you.
Hey
So
man, as we've learned in most recent history, sometimes wanting to be a star so bad
mhm.
may end up costing you 2-3 bottles of baby oil. I'm just saying.
It just might. It just might.
I'm just saying.
Man.
There's a whole lot of people that have went through some horrific things just so that they can be successful.
Yeah.
And
And
they
is that
look,
really success in the end? You know?
I don't want some publicity I don't want, man.
Abs- You and me both.
I don't want, you know, the Bible said that if he be lifted up,
You
he
draw
was
all
going
men.
to draw
That's
all
it.
men. But and then it also says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
And all the things will be added to you.
So we chasing after the wrong thing. And I'm glad you have that perspective because it's there is a place for every artist, but
Hmm.
not every artist is designed or is in God's plan for them to fill up a Carnegie Hall or for them to
That's
fill
true.
up a Madison Square Garden. What pressures and stuff come along with that? You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
So yeah,
so true.
I feel it, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with winning awards. You
No,
know,
no, 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 no. Not at
there's
all.
nothing wrong. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and people, that's not what we're saying. That we're not saying anything bad about the artists that arrived, the Kurt Franklins and the Kurt Carrs and the Yolanda Adams and the GOAT John P. Key. We ain't saying nothing about them, but the way that they got there, we don't know the struggle.
We don't know the struggle that came with it. I'm with you on that one. I'm not turning away not their award.
No.
I got a speech prepared today for if they call my name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not negating that by a long shot. I'm just saying that that's no longer my specific focal point. That's not where my eyes are set. If it comes
Right.
along with it, then I'm going to embrace it with open arms. Because
You
like
know,
you said, there's you don't know what people went through to get where it is. And the industry is so much different now than it was back when the John P. Keys and the Kurt Franklins and the Yolanda Adams and all of them got started. It's so much different. We living in a social media era where people aren't selling CDs no more. Everything's getting put. I'm in a situation right now where my newest song was supposed to be released on Friday that just passed. But because of the DSPs, it's in review, and I gotta wait for them to take it out of review and all of that stuff. Everything is digital. So it's a completely new era. And if social media don't like you, then the world don't like you. And you ain't producing. You ain't doing anything. So yeah, things are a lot different now.
it is pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? It's it for I was talking to an artist last night, and I told him for the amount of resources that independent artists put into their projects,
Hmm.
the residual return is not that great.
No, pennies on the dollar.
Bruh. Like
Pennies on a dollar. 300,000 streams, and you get $15. Like, come on, man, make it make sense.
yeah. You gotta be doing Beyonce numbers.
Yeah, to see anything.
Yeah, maybe dude, I found it. I know how you can sell 1 million copies. Dress up like a cowboy with the little tassels.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you can get that off. Just ride up to church on a horse with a cowboy outfit and singing the gospel, man. That'll get you noticed real quick.
That'll get me the million. Yeah, that'll get me the million streams, and might be
Yeah,
able to pay a car note or two off of that.
yeah. I mean, it may get you a good trip to the psych ward. You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure.
Yeah, Louisiana State Hospital. But no,
Right.
man, I'm glad that you're on the path that you're on the path. Tell me about some difficult times that you've had trying to get these projects released. And we know you got the digital processing, but you know, collaborating with other musicians and stuff like that, you know, has it always been peaches and cream or
Not at all, man. I'll never forget for revival specifically. I had it all planned out. I had my musicians lined up. I had background singers lined up, and it was the day that we were supposed to get into the studio. And everybody that was supposed to be there, musician wise, didn't show up. So yeah, they didn't show up. All of them had a different reason for why they weren't able to be there, but long story less long, they didn't show up. So now I'm in the pickle. Do I push back my project because of other people, or do I just double down and bet on my God given talent to make it happen? And that's what I chose to do. So on Revival, I played the keyboard, I played the auxiliary, I played the drums, I played the key bass at the time because I didn't know how to play the bass. And I had my cousin, matter of fact, Anu Jones came through with his acoustic, and he laid down acoustic on there, and we got the track laid out and got the background put on there, and it ended up being a phenomenal song. But it's very it puts you in a bind as an artist, especially an artist that knows music and knows how to play instruments and whatnot when you try to collaborate with other people. Because I mean, Jay Will, I don't know if you ever experienced this before, but people don't always care about your vision like you do. People they're not gonna put your vision, to a standard like you will. So when it's time to do for somebody else, people are a lot more reluctant to just show up. They might feel a little bit better about, I'm not gonna be able to make it, and he'll just have to be all right with it. Whereas us as the creative, we're like, no, we're depending on you to show up to do what it is that you do, because our vision was based around you being here and you performing a certain way. So
right?
it's not easy dealing with collaborations and whatnot. It's not always the easiest. For the ones that have that group of people that show up for them every time, kudos to you. Hold on to them close, because that's a very rare commodity nowadays, especially in the gospel music industry.
Hey, bro, my last two projects, I laid organ auxiliaries, um, accents, the whole 9 yards, mixed it.
Had to do
I-
it all, man.
yeah, I mean, I had a drummer. He's from Texas, and a bass player from Wisconsin.
Oh
I,
man.
I don't even fool people locally, but for that
Wow.
reason, and it's disheartening and it's sad because when they need you, you're there,
You're there for them every time.
but when you need them,
It's looking for them in the daytime with a flashlight. I know it,
yeah,
man. I done been there, did that.
yeah, I
Break
feel
your
you, man.
back, cancel your plans to show up for other people, and that's never reciprocated.
So, how many projects do you plan on doing? Because obviously you write your own music.
Yes,
How many I know you got songs galore, man.
yes. A lot of songs that's still up here that I have never put music to or anything else yet. So, uh, project wise, I'm gonna keep writing. I'm gonna keep recording. I'm gonna keep singing until shoot I run out. I love music. I love what it is that I do, and I don't only write gospel music. So because of that, my mind is crazy.
Oh, you do R&B?
No, so I don't particularly do R&B, but I've written R&B songs for other
Oh, okay.
people before. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Hey, you just got to be versatile, man. You know,
absolutely.
music is music as long as it ain't vulgar.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest with you, man, I was kind of fascinated um when TD Jakes came out with that song "Sacred Love Songs."
Oh yeah, that whole album jam.
That whole album was there because
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the room with my wife and listen to John P. Key.
Yeah, man. That's one of the reasons. I don't know. Like if you pull up my music on YouTube, you'll find a song called Best Friend. You'll find another song called Lovers and Royalty. And those songs, that's not gospel music, but I'm like you. Me and my lady not gonna, be grown to no, Kirk Franklin. That don't work like that.
Yeah, I can hear myself now calling my wife's name and saying, "Are you with me? Oh yeah, baby, are you with me? Oh yeah." I can hear myself now. My wife would be like, "What the?" Because she ain't, she probably gonna kill me if she hear this.
Oh
My wife ain't all the way saved yet. So probably what she gonna say to me, I can't say on the air.
on the
You
game.
know, it's on the air. I want to hear some Isley Brothers, man.
Yeah, man.
You're contagious. I want to hear
That's the
some of
one.
that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hear no Jesus real. You know what I'm saying? I love John P. Key, but there's a
Yeah,
time and
and
place
he
for
is real. We're not gonna say that he ain't. But this is not the time or the place.
it. Yeah, you done brought Marvin Sapp in, boy.
I'm
Hey,
just saying.
hey, I feel you, man. But that's good stuff. And as long as you can keep your integrity,
Absolutely.
then go for it, man. Like who made the rules? That nobody said that David, when he was playing the evil off Saul, that he was
Mm-hmm.
playing gospel music.
Nuh-uh.
They just say he was playing music.
That's exactly what they said.
Ben Tankard, I love this guy's music, man.
Mm-hmm.
He did, he played some inspirational instrumentals from some circular songs,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still just as tasteful and just as great. It's just music,
That's it.
you know. But man, I feel you, man. So you obviously you still in church on Sunday mornings.
Absolutely.
You still, hanging out with the deacons on the deacons bench. So Are you still playing at church on Sunday mornings?
Yeah, so I ain't played in church in a while. I fill in for a lot of my musician friends if they need, be it on drums or keys or something like that.
Yeah.
But now I'm more so just the praise and worship leader at my church.
Okay. So if people want to find your music, how can they do that?
They would go to whatever their digital platform is, just type in Trent Gaddison. All of my music pulls up when you type my name in. And I mean, my encouragement would be to get them all. They all serve a different purpose and they all suit you in right where you are. So, absolutely. Trent
Yeah.
Gaddison on all digital outlets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if somebody wanted to book you to come sing at their church, you have an email address you can shoot to people so that they could play?
Yes, absolutely. So if anybody wanted to book me, they would email it to info.gaddymusic@gmail.com. info.gaddymusic@gmail.com. And my team will get with you and we'll make something happen.
Man, that's pretty awesome. What kind of advice would you give to an up and coming artist? You know?
Don't quit. It's so easy, so easy to get discouraged when you're doing music and you see other people, maybe even in your area or around you, that are progressing or moving forward, and you feel like you don't really have that traction or you feel like you don't have that support. One of the things that I know and I realized that, my sound might not be for everybody, but it's for somebody. So as long as I keep continuing to do what it is that I'm supposed to do, putting out quality music and letting my sound be heard, the people who desire to hear it and the people who need to hear it are going to hear it. So for any artist out there that may be considering, throwing in the towel or hanging up, man, keep going, because you never know. You never know. You just never know when your time is gonna come and your voice is gonna be heard by the masses.
And it only takes one person to really hear it.
That's it.
Just one person. And so everybody is not going to like the same type of music.
Mm-mm.
Everybody don't like the same type of foods.
Correct.
Everybody don't like the same type of women,
That's true.
And so with all the billions of people that there are in the world, somebody's going to like your music.
Somebody gonna like it.
Somebody going to like it. And so what if 10 people in my neighborhood don't like it? But we got 500 people over in the UK listening at the same song and say, I can dig this.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to keep going,
That's it.
you know. So I was talking to an artist yesterday, and I asked him what advice he wanted to give to people, and I want to bring this up
Mm-hmm.
because he said something that was I appreciated this so much. He said, "Don't send your music to another musician unless you've copywritten it."
Hmm.
And he said, "Man," he said, it even when you get people to lay tracks and stuff for you, say don't
Mm-hmm.
send it to them unless you copyright it because people will steal your stuff.
I agree.
I was like, not the good old Christian people. We don't,
Man,
man. Why are we doing it, man? Why we
they
don't reserve the kleptoism?
they'll take it and they'll put their own little twist to it, and they might not copy it 100%, but they'll take something out of what you did and then add it to their stuff and then copyright it on their end. Now you look like you've taken from them.
Man, that's crazy stuff, man. So artists, protect yourself.
Absolutely. By all means. They got, ways to do it online, and there's the old ghetto way to do it when you mail it to yourself. But find a way to get that thing copywritten.
And find a way, get it done. All right, sir. Well, I really appreciate talking with you today, man. You know, I enjoy talking to people, as you can tell.
Absolutely.
I enjoy talking to people, man. And ladies and gentlemen, uh, you can find Trent Gaddison's music on all digital platforms. Look him up. Shoot him an email. Show him some love. And by all means, uh, go to Amazon or Apple Music and just buy the song for 99 cents, please.
That's it.
It's 99 cents. y'all don't buy more candy bars this week. Just give up a Snickers and buy a song. Just one. Yeah. Give them, forget the bag of Lay's. You can't even buy Snickers for 99 cents no more, man. They're like over $1. And if
$1.29.
If you get the big cat, you paying almost $3 for it. The big cat, man, it's like $3.
Yeah.
But y'all, 99 cents. Y'all help him out, man. He's a good guy. He's a humble guy. He's still serving in his local church. He's still helping his buddies out. Y'all do that for me. And he's from Louisiana.
Yes,
Southern cuisine in the house. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, baby. The booth.
That's right. The booth, man. I hear you, bro. Hey, now here's a question off cuff. All right. Is Southern Louisiana really haunted?
Say it again.
Haunted. Y'all got ghosts and stuff down there, man?
No, man.
Okay, because I'm asking, because I be watching like this. I know it's a crazy question. Because you know Ghost Brothers and you got Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, and they're always coming to Louisiana to look for ghosts, man.
I'm gonna tell you like this, because I can't give a definitive answer. I don't know. I ain't got none of that where I'm at. I'm gonna say it like that. Ain't none of that welcome around here. You know what I'm saying? They might have that where them boys be going and looking. They not over here.
Hey man, I was thinking maybe you could like channel one of the ghosts to like give you some songs.
Nah, they got that, cuz. Tell you that won't be no singing. I'm out of here. Could have the whole house.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a random question. I was like, oh, he's from Louisiana. I need to ask him about ghosts.
Oh, nah.
They always talk about ghosts in Louisiana, man.
Not around here.
Hey, man, we don't do ghosts and we don't do Hanks.
None of that.
We don't do that. Leprechauns? No, we ain't doing none of that. I saw the movie. That's a little bad dude. But anyway, man, I appreciate your time. I ain't gonna monopolize your time, man. But I appreciate it.
Good, man. I appreciate you for having me.
Yes,
always
sir.
Good talking to you, man. I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Yeah, don't hang up. Don't hang up yet. I want to talk to you a little bit after we close this out. But ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done so already, go to your Play Store and download the Live 365 app. It's a free app. And then type in J. Will Gospel Radio, and you can listen to my radio station, J. Will Gospel Radio, 24/7 gospel music. You can hear Trent's music on there and a whole bunch of great independent artists. And if you're an inspiring artist or you have music that you've released, shoot me an email with a mastered MP3, a photo, and a short bio. Send it to leewillj, the letter J, at gmail.com. Leewill! Just in case you didn't hear it, the letter J at gmail.com. This podcast is brought to you by Charlie's Music Factory. For all your production needs, contact Mr. Chris Crane at Charlie's Music Factory at gmail.com. And don't forget, I love you and God love you. Now, don't wait till you get sick to go to the doctor. Get yourself checked out. Get your A1C, blood pressure, cholesterol, all that good stuff checked out. And get some life insurance.
Yeah.
Don't leave your family strapped in case something happens to you. We love chicken dinners, and Trent loves shrimp dinners, but we ain't trying to sell those shrimp dinners and no GoFundMe's to have a funeral for you. Go ahead and get some stuff. If you don't know anybody, I know some people that can help you out with some life insurance. All right, until the next time, may the Lord God bless and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you, and may the Lord God give you peace.